Hey, Steve, what time is it?
Mail time.
Alrighty, everyone. Today I'm going to share with you my mail I got today, and it is part 2 of my weapons of choice. And inside you will see pens. Isn't it exciting? Actually, for me, it is. It's a wet dream for an artist. That's what it is. So, let's start off with this pen. Actually, I didn't order this one. I did throw it in there just so I could show you. These are the pens that Topps sends out to sign the back of sketch cards. I have quite a stack of these, not just because the ones they sent me, but I also have purchased some of these, but in different colors. As you can see, I'm going to demonstrate on this clear plastic that you can sign on plastic. And that one is by Stabilo. This is a fine point. It comes in different sizes. I haven't looked this one up too much to see if what variations of colors they have, but that one is the fine version. And the pens I've been using for the longest time, and actually I've worked with this company, their products anyways, since probably 1983, 84, when I used to do stippling and pointillism type work. And I used their technical pens, not these. The technical pens became an issue. They would get clogged easily or pick up the material I was drawing on, and then it would get inside, and they were just too expensive. I know a lot of traditional animation cells weren't drawn that way. They actually use nibbed pens that actually go into the ink or paint, and then I just couldn't get that type of control doing them that way, so I ended up getting pens. And then these are my newer version of that type of thing. As you can see, these also write on plastic. They write on glass, wood, everything else you can think of. And when they dry, which is very quickly, as you can see, I literally just wrote that one and it's not coming off. Wet your fingers, drop water on it, it's not coming off. So that is a fantastic pen to pretty much use on anything. And like I said, that is the Staedtler permanent pen, Lumo color. This is a small, although it's also considered like a fine point. And I bought a bunch of these so you can draw on animation cells and do your own cells that way. And then I'll move on to these. These I absolutely love. I came across them by watching or following Graffiti Artist Online, which a good fun fact is I used to be a graffiti artist back in probably the 1980s, 83, 84, around there, and when I got a little older. But yes, I used to be a graffiti artist, but this is more for like writing in books or doing work on wood. You can also use these on wood. These particular fine point ones, instead of dealing with those horrible gel pens that hardly work, or they'll work a little bit and then they don't, and then there's this weird line that it causes. So I chose to do these. I'm so glad that they have these in fine points, because the version I usually had are these, which are bigger, as you can see. So they come in different colors. They're Uni Posca is the name of the company. Originally, when I found these, it was all in Japanese, so I didn't exactly know what it says on there. But on the newer ones, I noticed they have a company in France also. So France is where these smaller ones were made. But I haven't tried the smaller ones yet. I literally just got them in the mail. These I've had for some time, and as you can see, you can also write on plastic with these. And although they take a little bit more to dry, this is actually an acrylic paint, and it still works incredibly well. I'm just gonna air dry it for a second, but of course it looks bad for me when I do that. But you have to give this one a little bit more time, just I wanted to show you that. But when it does dry at the appropriate amount of time, as you can see, it's not coming off. So it will take a little bit longer to dry. I often use these clear cells when I want to see what something is going to look like over something else without actually affecting the work. So I can see how my name, say I wanted to sign this card and I wanted to see how it's going to look without ruining the card, I would just write on these plastic pieces to see how it would work. So as you can see, this one has since dried, and it doesn't come off. It will with some scraping. That's the difference between these that are really permanent to where these work great. I have used these on wood to color in artwork, and they work great. It's literally just like, using acrylic paint. This does have some other type of chemical in it that makes it adhere better. And because I noticed I tried to use or create my own paint pens using empty tubes and then putting acrylic paint in, but you have to have it watered down to a certain consistency to get it through the pen, and it's easier just to get these. These work great for outlining also if you want to outline artwork. These are fantastic if you want to do small details with white highlights and also for stars in the sky and such. Fantastic pens. Can't say enough about these. I've had these for quite some time. As these, I will try to remember to leave a link in the description for you so you can find these yourself if you want to try them out. But these types here are like a paint pen. You have to push down to get it primed so that it will come out. And if you cover them up correctly, unfortunately my son got into some, and although there is still paint in this one, it no longer comes out because this dried up because he left it out without the cap on. So as long as you keep the cap on, I've had this for 10 years and it still writes perfectly fine. You can even write over other things and it comes over very well, and it didn't pick up the blue. So there's that. I hope this helps you out. I tried to do informative videos, give you some new ideas from... I tried all different pens out all the time to try to see which ones work better than others, and these are definitely better than gel pens. And they're not that expensive, so you can get a bunch of these. So that's it for now. I appreciate you taking the time to check out this video, and I hope it was helpful to you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye-bye.